Right, okay, so I'm researching this shot. I've seen this done with Nick Jacobson before with the GoPro Max. Just going to have a quick look at what we actually want to achieve here. Here we go. So we're looking to get the perfect third person follow cam shot with the Hero Max. So I got a brand new ion hard shell harness. We are going to mount it on the back of the hard shell harness so we can get follow cam shots whilst kiting. This is the pole that we're going to use to mount the GoPro Max on the end of. It's a really good harness to do this with because it's got a hard shell back and a molded hard shell back, and you can see here that on the harness there's grooves in it. So that's going to hold the pole in place. We're going to do some release tape molding on the back of it and create a plate that fits on the back so that we can take the GoPro mount on and off, so when we're ready for some serious action we can strap it on.
We'll make a mould in here, so we'll stick this down so it becomes a mould, and then when we lay the mat up and resin in there, the plate that the pole attaches to won't move or twist.
The first step is the release tape. Just wetting down the carbon, ready to lay that onto the release tape on the back of the harness so we can make a mould for what will make the foundation of the plate that will support the pole. So the technique here is to put plastic down on top of the wetted carbon so that normal scissors can easily cut through the carbon. This is a really good tip because cutting pre-laminate material can be quite difficult sometimes without fraying the laminates within the carbon. So the idea is thin plastic on both sides makes it really easy to make a clean cut.
We're just using CC or 090 or twill as they call it. You can get different types of it. You can get double bias, unis.
Okay, so that is stage 2 complete. That is building up 6 layers of carbon mat onto the back of the harness so that we're making a release mold, and then the GoPro mount's gonna be built up on top of that. So stage 3, peel ply is applied, and now we just leave it to dry. Sweet.
Okay, now your resin's cured. You're ready to remove your plate bracket from the harness all the way around. Should come off. There we go. Comes off pretty easy. Then you can go ahead and draw out the shape that you want your plate to look like, and you can cut that out using a sharp jigsaw. I'm using a fane saw here. Then once you've cut it out, you can remove the peel ply and then key up this area here for the pole mount. This is your pole that we're going to be using. This just slides on here. Now we've cut that out, sanded it up, and I've tacked that in place and given it a cove all the way around so that the laminate doesn't get a bridge in this gap. I made a little template so that when we wet out our carbon and put plastic on top, we can use this template to I cut it out, draw around the first one, do as many of them as I need, and then I'll cut this template out to the next one down and cut out however many of them I need, and the small ones go underneath the large laminates when we put them on. We're going to weigh up some resin, mix it up, got a paintbrush, got gloves. We'll wet this out using this squeegee. You can use a roller as well if you want. Then we'll put the plastic over the top so it's nice and smooth, so that we can draw out a template and draw nice lines and cut out nice and neatly.
Right, it's 7 AM. We've just got to the end of lockdown. We're sneaking out for a foil sesh. Okay, so here it is. Here's the finished article right here. Harness mount with 3M tape on the back. Whew. Here we go, moment of truth. But I think that's it. I think we're stuck. Fingers crossed, eh? Fingers crossed. GoPro. I could need a new GoPro after this. Right, so let's snap to the result of this. Always make sure it's clean. Easier said than done in the water. Oh! The 3M tape came off. Okay, gonna need screws. So obviously this was not enough 3M tape to keep it on the back of the harness when we tried it out pumping. So now I'm going to the revised method 2, where I'm going to put some bolts through the back of the harness, through this, and strengthen it up like that, and then we're going to give it a go behind a kite. Okay, you want to make sure you don't drill through your pro fish. That is an absolute must. On. Okay, so there we have it. That's the approved finished article. Let's go try.
Yeah.
And then make sure it's
Straight down the pole.
As in not straight down the pole, straight with the pole.
Oh right, like that.
Yeah.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
Summer. You and your friends, you walking on the street, come take him to the sea.
Right, so we managed to achieve the, maybe not the perfect, but we managed to achieve the third person view with the GoPro Max, and it is a really cool shot, but you could spend hours refining it and developing it for your own personal style, because you can edit the shot how you like afterwards. I would say the things we learned in this video: you really need to make sure the GoPro Max is clean at all times. Try and minimize water spatter on there. Make sure you get the pole the right length. Make sure that the mount is secured to the harness correctly, and you use a leash. Make sure you're riding flat water. Watch out for rotations. Big thanks to Dougie Newell for helping me make this mount. If you've got any questions about this mount or any of the other GoPro mounts that I use in my videos, ask below. Would really appreciate a like or a dislike. Also subscribe to my channel and check back every week for new content revolving around kiteboarding and action sports. Until next time.